Alright guys, we're at the old railway station site. We're going to do a little bit of hunting here and see what we can find. Over there you can see there's the old well. Used to be a hand pump well. The ground around here, it's all ground elder, so it grows thick and doesn't let anything else grow. And then when it dies, it's practically bare ground. So this whole area, or a lot of it, is all this cover, so it's provided perfect conditions for preventing any woody veg from growing up. And over here we got our foundation. You can see that little rise in the ground there and over there. So this is pretty much the footprint. From what I've seen so far, I think this burnt down. So there's a ton of nails around here. Stuff has been strewn about. It's been a really difficult site to get anything in. I've got the 6-inch coil for the Equinox 800 today, and we're going to reduce the sensitivity and see what stuff can pop out. There's going to be a lot of masking here, and over there along that fence line. A few years ago, actually, before I got into metal detecting, there were a couple of privies over there that I dug. One turned out to be about turn of the century, and the other one was like 1960s. Got a couple of insulators from the old one, and everything was broken pretty much in it. At the turn of the century privy, pretty shallow. Bedrock's not too far from the surface, so they're only like 3 feet deep probably, but there's a whole ton of them along this fence line and all around there. So we hope to explore those later this year and see what comes out. So here's just some of the privy pits that you can see on the surface. You can see that depression in the ground there. And right here. And right over in the corner. Coming back along the fence. Got another here. I'll bet they were stacked side by side over time. Another one there. And looks like more down through the bush too. There's a big old lilac. That's usually a sign. They usually planted those over where the privy was. So there's probably a few more all through there, so it'll be interesting to see, probe those and see what we get. Alright guys, we got a low 20s signal in the plug here. At first I dug out this thing, but it's not what's making it go off. Some sort of other piece of junk, but we got something in here. Let's see what, hopefully it's not a piece of aluminum junk. There seems to be so much of that around here. Let's see what, we've never found a coin here. All I found is a token from 1970 on like a provincial centenary token. But I've never actually gotten a coin out of here yet, so it'd be nice to finally get one. Well, I think that's it. It's a little, looks like a little watch. Yeah, it's a watch band clip. Anyway, see what comes out next. Alright guys, we have a very interesting looking object down here. That looks like a watch. And that looks kind of shiny, almost like it could be gold trim at least. I don't know what this is, but Well, I don't know, maybe it's not that old at all. Very interesting. That watch clip that we found earlier, I'll bet you that belongs to this thing. Funny. Look at that root, the way it grew around there. Alright, well, we'll take a look at this further and see what it might be from. Well, here was a huge signal we had up in the 30s, mid 30s. I think it's brass. No idea what it is though. Looks like some sort of switch to something. It's got a knob on it of some sort. It's so no idea. Piece of something. It's got some iron bits in it too, but I think it's mostly, it's either brass or die cast, one or the other, or even could be cast aluminum. Anyway, see you on the next. Well guys, after I don't know how many times hunting here, I finally got my first coin. It's a small cent. I don't know, it could be, might not be that old. This place I think was occupied up until the late 60s or early 70s, so I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Well, it's about as pretty late in the 60s as you can get, unfortunately. But it is a centennial penny. Oh well. Was hoping for a bit older, but I'll take it anyway. It's a coin. Finally. See you on the next. Well, here's something that squeaked through all the iron noise. It's very interesting. It looks like a piece of lead, and it says something on it. I have no idea what this would be from. It's like a brand or something. It's kind of smushed in the middle, but yeah, it's got these XXXX times 6. Weird. It's heavy. And this other stuff, this came up in here. It's like the top of a ink bottle. But I don't know, I think they may have burned this place down, and they put everything everywhere. So I see some melted glass in the ground around here, so, and some other bits of modern stuff have come up. I think I even pulled out a piece, there it is, a plastic fork. So anyway, we'll see you on the next. Well, I think we've got sounds like a coin signal coming through this. It was good on both ways, so in the mid to high 20s. So let's just see what's in here. I gotta be careful, there's probably bits of glass in here. I think I see a bullet shell. Oh well, just a small little 22. On to the next. Now here's a very interesting find. It was a big iron signal, but I thought I would dig it anyway just to see what it might be. And I think this is that not part of a rifle or shotgun? The metal part? That sure looks like a trigger right there. Sure looks like it to me. pretty heavy, but it's got a lot of dirt in it too. I think this, very strange. And it might have gotten burnt when they burned this building. It might have been in it when they burned this, so it would get additionally rusted from that. Anyway, very interesting. Well guys, we got a really good signal ringing up consistently, 30, 31. And now I see what we got here, but it could either be something really good or it could be absolute junk. Let's see what it is. Might just be a big chunk of aluminum, which it is. Oh well, better luck next time. Well, we just got this through all these nail signals. It's a very old marker, but we also got this cool little yellow marble. It's just got this red splotch on one side. Very interesting. See you on the next. Well, we're back at the old station site, and we're beside the old maintenance building. And just in the grass here, we've got what looks like an older license plate. So let's pull this out and see what it is. Oh, that's not bad shape. I love these old blue ones. 1971. Awesome. Well, we got another coin, but unfortunately it's just a modern 1982. Well, we had a good mid-20 signal, but it sounded like a coin, but yeah, all we got is this darn grommet. Oh well, on to the next. Well, this is pretty cool. We got a high 20s signal, a decent diggable signal, and I believe we got one of those Model T valve stems. Very cool. I don't think I've ever found one of those before, so that's pretty awesome. Well, I had a decent signal in with all this demolition material, and then I sort of lost it, and then I looked over to the side. It was way over here. It must have flew out when I pulled up the plug, but we got a hunk of brass of some sort. Got some I have no idea what this thing is. Looks pretty cool though. It's got some nice nice patina to it. Anyway, see you on the next. Well, we got this signal in the hole, and I dug it up. It kind of looked like it was iron, but it's some sort of piece of brass. It almost looks like it got melted or something, but yeah, I have no idea what that's from. Interesting. Well, we just got our third coin from the site. Again, not too old. 1 year off from a young Liz. 1965. Well, at least it dates from the activity of this station. Well, it was a nice low 20 signal, but just an aluminum pin. Oh well, on to the next. Well guys, looks like we're in the near the old driveway, and we got ourselves a copper memorial, 1973. Cool. I think the station was demolished in 1974, so somewhere around that time, just before. Well, 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 at long last, do you guys see what this is? Oh yeah, baby. This would be this rings up 26 on the Equinox, and this has got to be silver. This would be our first silver here, It has taken so much work to get to this point. And I don't get too much iron tones with it, so I'm pretty sure it's not clad. And from the edge, it looks pretty good, so let's just see what this could be. Well, we got a young Liz, and we got 1963. Sweet. Let's see what else we can pull out of here. I believe we are right near where the driveway went through here. So this should have been a fairly good hub of activity. This is where we seem to be finding most of the coins now, so let's keep hitting it. See you on the next. Alright guys, we had a good high 20s penny signal in the hole, and this is the way it looked like after I turned over the plug. So let's just see what this puppy is. It's not overly deep, so I'm not sure if it's going to be too old or anything, but oh yeah, it's just a middle-aged Liz, and it's 1968. Oh, it's a coin. Well, it looks like we got ourselves a coin right beside the railway bed, but it's a bit on the flat side. Looks like someone put this on the tracks. I don't know if we could figure out. Well, it's a leaf penny. You can tell that much. Trying to get a year on this thing? Highly unlikely. I don't even know if we can tell who's on it. Maybe if we clean it up a little bit, we'll know. Actually, I think we got a young Elizabeth. Yeah, she's pretty deformed, but I can pretty much tell that's what it is. Anyway, looks like it was only partially flattened. Alright guys, we're back at the old train station site on a very windy evening. We've done most of this area. Came up with a silver dime over there, so that wasn't too bad, and some more pennies, which is first coins I've really found here, substantially anyway. But I got another one. We're just in the footprint of that old shed that was on the old photograph. And unfortunately is covered with this thick old grass, so I'm having to scrape it out first. But we got a 23, 24 signal in the hole, and turning it over we got something green. It's a small cent. Don't know how old it is yet. I'm hoping it's much older. I would go for a KG5 right now, but I'd go for anything. Let's see. Oh, I think we got, well, this would be the oldest coin find here now. We got a, if I can get some sunlight here, where is it? There we go. We got, looks like we got a George VI. Let's rub it off a bit and see if we can get a year. So we're inside the shed right now, so hopefully we can come up with something decent. And I see 1942. Or at least I did. There we go. Yeah, I think it's a 42. Alright, let's see what else is in this old building footprint. Well, I've been digging lots and lots of nails. You get them crossed over, and they usually sound like they could potentially be something, but I think this time we've definitely got, sounds like a small penny signal. Let's see if we can just, if we can find it in here. Right about there. Oh, look at that. She's a greenie. Ooh. I wonder, being this green, if it could be a KG5. Nope, it's not. It's a leaf penny. What do we got here? Oh my god, are you kidding? It's not even a very old, or is it? Is that a young Liz? Or is it a middle-aged Liz? That'd be crazy if it was. Then again, this was probably here till the early 70s, so yeah, I think it's like 1968. Let's check it out. Yeah, definitely a 68. Oh well, on to the next. Well, that 30 signal was too good to be true. Oh well, it's worth a little bit in scrap. Got a 15-16, just a steel ring. I have no idea what this doohickey is. Almost looks like some sort of button clasped around another part. I have no idea. That's really strange. Anyway, let's see what comes up next. Alright guys, we're back at the old train station site, and we got a bit of work to do before we can get going. We've got to make all of this, where all this long grass is, look something like this. So we got a bunch of grass pulling to do, and we got our trusty little garden hoe and prong to do it with, so let's get at her. Alright, we got all the excess grass, dead grass, cleared out of the footprint. Looks like they just used railway ties as a foundation for this thing here. And along the fence here, which would have been behind the building, is where they dumped a lot of trash and stuff. Oh, big bone. Strange that doing here. But here's the corner. And I think that might be a fuel tank under the ground there. That was left long ago. It's kind of too bad. Hopefully there's no fuel left in it. Let's see what we can find. Well, we got a solid 18, and we got this, I don't know, looks like a piece of something. Not sure what it is. I think it's made of brass, possibly. But let's see what comes up next. Some heavy piece of iron. Well, this sounded good, 2122, but just a grommet from a piece of boot leather. Oh well, on to the next. Well, now this is what I call big iron. This thing's an inch thick by 8 inches by about 5 inches or so. And boy, is it heavy. Oh my goodness, this has got to weigh about 30 pounds. Alright, well, we'll throw it over to the bag. Take it home with us, put it with the scrap iron. Looks like a chunk of melted lead.